Law enforcement across the country once again mourning one of their own. A Quebec police officer killed while making an arrest on Monday, and it comes just over a week after two Edmonton police officers were also killed in the line of duty. So joining us live now to discuss concerns about increased violence against police is Mark Baxter, the president of the Ontario Police Association. Mark, thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning, Tammie. Thanks for having me on today.
We just heard about this death yesterday. It happened Monday night on the same day that the two Edmonton police officers who were killed were being laid to rest. Your thoughts on this increase in violence? Now we have counted 8 in line of duty deaths since September.
Yeah, Tammie, and first of all, our condolences to the friends and family of Sergeant Brio, who's, as you said, tragically murdered in the line of duty on Monday night, the day that we are in in Edmonton, honoring the sacrifice of those two officers from a week ago. It's devastating. Our policing community continues to be in mourning, and we're really heartbroken at these murders and these deaths and the attack that's happening on our members across the country.
What do you think is behind this uptick in violence? Because when you go back over the last 3-4 years, all the way back to 2018, when you look at the line of deaths, line of duty deaths here in Canada, it's been, consistent at maybe 1 or 2, maybe 3 throughout the year. A lot of them vehicle accidents as well. And then we go to September to now with 8. What do you think is behind this increase?
We don't have the answers. And you think, we've had 8 officers that have been killed since September. We also had 6 officers shot in BC last June. We had 2 officers in London that were shot earlier this month, an officer in Barrie that was stabbed in February. We don't know. We don't have the answers. We don't know, but we need to figure it out. People need to feel safe in their communities. We need to feel safe in our communities, and our members need to feel safe when they go to work, when they wake up in the morning and they leave their families to answer the call. They need to be safe when they're answering that call. And we need to all work together, and we've got to come together and figure out what's happening here and come up with some real solutions.
Now, we heard from the Public Safety Minister, Mark Baxter, at the House of Commons yesterday. He, of course, passed on his condolences, one of many politicians to do that. But outside of the condolences, what else do you think the government can do to help? Or do you think there is something solid and significant that they can do in order to help make officers feel safer?
Well, I mean, certainly one of the things that we're pressing the government to work on is some bail reform around repeat and violent offenders. We've heard a lot about this in the last couple of months since the murder of Constable Priscilla. And so we're working with all levels of government, with our partners at the Canadian Police Association, with the Chiefs Associations, to really try and bring about some meaningful change that will, have an impact for these specific group of repeat violent offenders that are causing so much harm to our communities, harm to our members as well.
And what are you hearing from officers who are on the ground in terms of just how their thoughts and their mood has changed since September and prior, really, just hearing about these deaths? Unfortunately, some of them coming back to back with, just over a week or so in between some of these tragedies.
Yeah, members are scared. They're, as I've said, they're leaving their house, they're leaving their families behind to go keep their community safe, and they're being attacked at work. And, we are reminding our members to be vigilant, be safe, do what they can to ensure their own safety as they're trying to be out there keeping our community safe. But, one thing that I'm really proud of is that despite this attack that is happening on law enforcement in this country, thousands of police officers every day are waking up and continuing to answer the call to go to work to keep our community safe, which we so desperately need.
All right, Mark, once again, thank you so much for joining us. Our condolences, of course, to all of the family and friends and colleagues who are affected by this. I appreciate your time.